Hey everyone, this is Safe State and I'm here today to show you how to hold a Battle of the Bits Synclisten. So first of all, sorry, but this video is going to be flashing a lot like that because I recorded it at 60 FPS, so you'll just have to bear with it. Go ahead and start by opening Inkscape, where we're going to make our overlay. Open up the document properties under File, and we're going to set the width and height to 720 resolution. We're going to be streaming at 720 since we don't really need to do 1080 since music is the focus of the stream, not video. So it saves us a bit of bandwidth and it lightens the load on our computer. So once you do that, we can go ahead and close out of that. I'm going to start with a background using the rectangle tool. You have all your tools on the left, so I'm going to select it. And I'm going to turn on page corner snapping and do that. Now I'm going to go over here to the bottom. I'm going to set it as a black background and turn off the stroke by shift clicking that little X. I'm going to use the gradient tool to do a black to gray gradient, so it sort of gives a nice lighting feel. Mess with this how you want. It doesn't need to be black to gray, it can be any color you want, maybe fitting the battle at hand. Whatever you feel like. So now I'm going to make a box. I'm going to set its width and height to 16 by 9 so I can scale it proportionally to the size of my webcam, the aspect ratio of it. I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm just going to mess around with it, getting a good size. And now I'm going to copy, well, once I figure out where I'm going to set it. Alright, I'm going to copy and paste it in place with Control-Alt-V. This will create a duplicate of the box right on top of itself, which will allow me to do what you're about to see once I finish messing around with it. Sorry, I'm talking about this after the fact, so I don't remember what I did too well. Alright, here we go. There we go. So I'm going to drag it over. That's our copy it in place one, using Control-Alt-V after copying it. I'm going to do the same, Control-C, Control-Alt-V, and drag these down. So we got a little grid-like pattern. This is where all of our on-stream windows are going to be. So what I'm going to do is group them, and I'm going to center them with the background using the, Align and Distribute tool. And now I'm going to select all of them and do Control-Shift+, which turns them all into one object. And now I'm going to Control-Shift- it with the background to cut it out of the background. I'm going to copy and paste the background in place, and now I'm going to set it to a solid black. I'm going to put it in the background and take it down a couple notches, and then blur it. So that sort of gives us a like overlay on top of our video and stuff, because OBS knows how to handle transparency. Once we do this, we can start adding in our visual elements. I'm going to start by typing out Battle of the Bits. How appropriate. So Battle of the Bits uses Arial Black as its title font. However, I just use bold instead of black because I forgot that I can select black in the top left bar. See where it says normal right next to the font name? You can change that to be black, but I just use Control-B to bold it. Oh well. Now I'm going to change the kerning on the letters so that it's all squished together like it is on the Battle of the Bits logo. And scale it up. Looking nice. I'll move this over to the edge there. And I'm going to duplicate it a couple times after I set it in place. Here we go. Control-C, Control-Alt-V, brighten it up, and move it up a couple notches. And I'll do that once more. So there we go, we get that sort of Battle of the Bits fading, going up logo feel that's on the title. Let's see, what do I do next? I don't recall what I do next. I think that's it. I think it is. Let's see, I don't think I do anything else. Yeah, I think we're ready to export. I think so. Sorry. I should have prepared better for this video. Alright, yeah, here we go. Export PNG. Select the page. and we'll export it as whatever we want. Desktop, BotB. Make a folder for your Synclisten if you want. So I'll call this generic major. This is where I'll put all of our resources, or where you'll put all your resources. Alright, overlay.png. Save that, and now we're going to go ahead and open up BotB. Alright, under the palette editor of BotB, we're going to go to Stream View King, which is just white, white, green, green, green. You can make this palette, or I believe you can actually set my palette as your palette. I don't know for sure. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard people doing that. Once you do that, go ahead and pull up the radio with your new palette. Excuse me. And set it so it's just after when it snaps back like that. Put this wherever you want, preferably the top corner. Maybe move it down a little because we'll actually have a visualizer on top of it. Now I'm going to get my IRC client. It doesn't matter what client you use. Now I'm going to use Plane 9, which is the visualizer that I use. You should probably download it too. It's an excellent visualizer, although I don't know its controls too well. I know that you press left to stop it from automatically transitioning to another one, and then you press space to check out different transitions. So I'm going to leave it at that one. Now I'm going to open up the transition by going to right click, add new source, and choose game capture. I'm going to make sure that I stretch the screen and I ignore the aspect ratio. This gives us full control over its shape and size. I'm going to put it behind here. I'm going to grab our radio and I'm going to crop it and move it into place. To crop with OBS, you hold down Alt, and if it's trying to snap to the ledges, hold down Control, and it will stop it from snapping to the ledges when you're cropping and moving it around. Okay, once we do that, I'm going to go ahead and key out the green using the built-in color key. I'm going to move up the threshold a bit and mess around with the blending until it looks pretty good like this. Go ahead and open up your IRC chat, crop it, put it in place. It's just a bunch of moving stuff around. And then once you have it how you like it, that's good. Now you can open up like the battle art or put other info in this bottom box. It can be whatever you want. Since I didn't have battle art on hand when making this, I just used a picture of that dog. I'm adding a background here to make it look fancy. And so whenever I cut out the player cam, there's our player cam. We have something behind it, not just black. So yeah, you can also add marquees like at the top there. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. In the description is a bunch of recommended settings for OBS, so read those. Thanks for watching.